after the meeting was gavelled to order, the minister asked people to pray. Out and out, he said, "Let us pray."
Good morning, let us pray together. Father in heaven, we're so thankful for this day that we can join together as members.
Behind the scenes, I talked to the town moderator. He said, "Well, Marilyn, I've got this lined up this year already. Can you give me another year?" And I said, "Okay." We got to the next year. The moderator gavelled the meeting to order and went to Article 1. A citizen from the assembly raised her hand and asked, "Well, aren't we going to have an invocation this year?" And the moderator said, "Well, this is a matter to be decided by the people." So without discussion, they put it to a vote. And the vast majority of people voted in favor, voted aye for the prayer.
Can't you just let the town decide what it wants to do? Whenever the majority can take away a right, you've undermined the very nature of what our Constitution tries to do. Whenever one person's rights are violated, everybody's rights are potentially violated.
Hugh Gates, in the beginning, the second year, suggested that anybody who didn't want to listen to the prayer could step outside for a few minutes. I didn't see why it should be me that left. I wasn't breaking the law.
You actually have to be present to vote. So for Marilyn Hackett to be able to vote, she has to be there. And to be there, she has to listen to a prayer at the beginning of a town meeting. And that is objectionable under the Vermont Constitution.
To lend the power of government to any faith or lack of faith simply trounces on, discriminates against the right to an individual thought.
Marilyn has gone out of her way to be patient in explaining to people why she doesn't agree with town meeting opening with a prayer. She's offered other ways that people's attention could be focused on the work of the town, where people could be asked to work together as a group to work for the common good. And the town has rejected all those suggestions and has persisted over many years now in insisting that town meeting begin with a Christian prayer, and that just isn't right.
If you can discourage people that you don't agree with from coming to the polling place in the first place, you've gotten your way politically. And it's an extraordinary misuse of religion and the democratic process.
Marilyn is being compelled, essentially, to be part of a religious observance, in this case a prayer, that's said at the beginning of a government function, which is a town meeting. And the Vermont Constitution clearly says that a Vermonter cannot be compelled to attend a religious observance. So it's under that clause of the Vermont Constitution and also the state's Public Accommodations Act that says all people should be treated equally that we're bringing this case.
People in this country should and do have the right to worship or think the way they choose. But they don't have the right to force somebody else to listen to it.